Hi everyone, my name is Veselosif and you're watching East Auckland Property Show. And one recurring discussion I have with buyers and sellers is building inspections and everything around building inspections. So people usually ask, why do you need one? What does it include and how much is it? Right? The most important question, how much is it? To answer all these questions, I have invited Ryan from Dependable House Inspections. Hi Ryan, thanks for taking the time.
Thanks for inviting me in.
You're welcome. So, can you please tell us first a little bit about you and about your business?
Sure. So, born and raised in Bucklands Beach.
Yeah.
Straight out of college, did a carpentry apprenticeship. That for a number of years. Was a building official for a couple of years. And I've done a bit of project management for about 15 years. So I've got a few different angles within the construction industry, but all within the industry. Started up Dependable House Inspections coming on 2 years ago now.
Yeah.
And love it.
Yeah. Awesome. So, what is a building inspection?
So, what do we cover in a building inspection? Yeah. So basically I'm covering anything that opens and shuts, turns on, turns off. If I can get at it, I'll test it, I'll try it. So you're opening windows, checking the water meter, to inside the roof space, under the floor, kitchen cupboards, everything.
Channels?
Sorry?
Channels.
The dishwasher I don't run, but everything else we'll turn it on and off and just check that everything's working as it should be.
Yeah. Okay, cool. And why one needs a building inspection? What's the main purpose of building inspections?
Peace of mind's the first thing, I think. It doesn't matter whether you're buying or selling. A lot of what I pick up in an inspection isn't necessarily visually obvious, which is why the moisture meter comes out a lot.
Yes.
That picks up all sorts of things. You've got to know where to use it and what you're looking for and the readings that it's giving you. But yeah, that's the main thing, is to be able to have peace of mind knowing that if you're selling your house, this is the condition it's in. There's disclosure there that you say, okay, it's all good because this has been checked, or we know there's a couple of issues, we're going to let you know this is what it is. If you're buying, same thing, you've got the peace of mind knowing that going into that deal, this is what you're getting.
Yeah. So you obviously provide also moisture readings?
Yes, weather tightness checks from the outside, moisture readings depending on the cladding, and then moisture readings on the inside as well.
What does the report include? Is it a hard copy, a soft copy, both? How big is it?
So I provide an emailed PDF copy to customers. It's generally between sort of 40 and 50 pages, so it's a pretty comprehensive report. It covers everything.
Yeah.
And if they want a hard copy of it, I can print a copy off.
Yes. Okay, cool. So after that, they can use that building report in front of their bank, mortgage broker, or their lawyer.
Basically, any agent they need to be able to get the deal done.
Yeah.
Basically, so if there is issues that needs to be into a negotiation, then all parties within that have access to that report, so they know what's in it.
Yeah. Okay. So what is the standard fee or the range of fees that building inspectors charge for a building inspection? Comprehensive one.
Yep, so they're starting at around $400, going up to sort of around $600. If there is a plaster on the exterior, then there is an additional charge on top of that.
Okay.
Those are all excluding GST.
Yeah. Okay. So it is a surcharge if it's a plastic cladding.
Yeah. So for me, there's another $100 plus GST I put on the top, and that covers the additional work that's required with a plaster home. There's more detail that we need to look at as far as junctions, the way the windows are sealed, flashing details. There's more work to do. So that covers it.
Okay. And I heard that verbal building inspection, is there a term like verbal building inspection?
I don't do verbal inspections myself. My insurance doesn't cover me for a verbal inspection, and there's a good reason for that. There's too much hearsay. If something happens down the track and there's a dispute over anything, it's he said, she said. Whereas when it's in writing on paper, there's no grey. It's on paper. That's it.
Yeah.
It's covered.
Okay. Do you have to be licensed or to be a building inspector? Because I've seen an array of building inspectors, right? So
it's not a regulated industry. I'm actually a member of the New Zealand Institute of Building Inspectors.
Yeah.
And so what that does is sets the bar high for where our reports need to be, both in content and quality. And also it ensures that we have the right skills and experience to carry out a thorough, proper inspection. And we also have ongoing training to keep us at the standard that we need to be to provide that ongoing.
Okay. Do you have to be part of the Building Inspectors Institute or no?
No.
Often
there is a bank requirement on particularly plaster homes or high risk homes that they'll want someone with that sort of association to do the report. They just won't take anyone to do it because they've acknowledged too that anyone who's within an association like this has that level of experience in providing a report that they can rely on.
So probably it's advisable for people out there, if they have, especially in case of a plaster home, just to ask the building inspector if they're associated with the institute.
Yeah. New Zealand Institute of Building Inspectors. The other thing too is checking whether they've got their indemnity insurance in place. That's something else that is also a bank requirement, but also a good question to be asking too.
Yeah.
Make sure that everything's in place.
What's the best practice if someone is, for example, because I know what happens, especially with auction campaigns, we have a week or 10 days before the auction and we have buyers that are pushing to have building inspections done last moment. What would you advise these people, just to do it in advance if possible, or how?
The more notice we can get, the better. Generally, as an industry, we're working on sort of 2 or 3 days notice as a general rule. Obviously, through the peak times, that can be a bit more challenging as workload increases considerably, as I'm sure you experience yourself. But yeah, generally it's 2 or 3 days.
Yeah, and okay, so 2 or 3 days before you do the building inspection, how long does it take to prepare the building inspection?
For me, I can get the report out the same day as I'm doing the inspection.
Okay.
So it's a pretty quick turnaround for the report.
Yeah.
And generally, that's the time frame, 2 or 3 days for the inspection.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's all. If you don't have anything else to add.
I think that we've covered a fair bit there.
Okay, cool. Thanks Ryan, thanks guys, and I'll see you on the next one.